Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we will study about cost estimation. Usually in our projects, we are hearing that the project is over budget and we are short of budget. There is no money, which is affecting our productivity, and as a result, the project goes beyond its scheduled deadline. The profit margin is less, and instead of the profit, we are going into loss. The reason is that we are not doing estimation or cost estimation in a proper way. Because if we do cost estimation in a proper way, then we will allocate a proper budget for the project, and as a result, our project will not go into loss, and we will be at safe side, and organization will grow more. So estimation of cost is a lengthy topic we will cover in 2 or 3 lectures. But today is the first lecture in which we will study some basics about the cost estimation, types of cost, and such other topics. Let's start our topic. But please don't forget to subscribe our channel and click the bell icon to receive all notifications for our new videos whenever it is uploaded. Let's start. So first of all, we have to know about the types of cost. How many types of cost do we have? In general, companies can have 2 types of cost. There is fixed cost or variable cost, which together results in total cost. First of all, you have to know about fixed cost and variable cost, and in which you will sum up the fixed cost and variable cost, you will get the total cost, means the project cost. So let's come to our fixed cost. What is fixed cost? A fixed cost is a cost that does not change with an increase or decrease in amount of goods or services produced or sold. Means fixed cost, it will remain the same. It, as much it is estimated, it will the same. It will not change. Either the products or goods or services are sold or not sold, is sold in lesser amount, a little amount, little quantity, sold in more quantity, it will not affect. Fixed cost, it will remain fixed. It will not change. Example of fixed cost are rent, office salaries, advertising, insurance, depreciation. Just like rent, you rent out a house for your employees, so the rent will be the same. Either your goods are selling out or not selling out. If your project is going on or it is stopped, activities are started or stopped, but you have to pay the rent. This is example of fixed cost. Office salaries, you have to pay to your employees, either the work is going on or not, but you have hired the employees for a fixed salary, so you have to pay them. Similarly, advertising, you are doing advertisement for your company, it is included in fixed cost. Insurance of your company, insurance of your vehicles, insurance of the employees, everything, it is fixed for some time. 1 year insurance, 2 years insurance, 6 months insurance, whatsoever, but it has a fixed cost and a fixed quantity which you have to pay. Therefore, it will not decrease, and it will remain the same. It will not vary. Depreciation is also a fixed cost. Depreciation is another term which we will discuss later on, but here just a little idea about this. Depreciation is the losing the value of any asset with the passage of time. Like we purchased today one car for 500,000, 500 US dollar whatsoever. With the passage of time, after 1 year, after 2 years, 3 years, its price goes gradually down. This is called depreciation. Means losing the value with the passage of time is called depreciation. But we will study this in detail. Now, variable cost. A variable cost varies in direct proportion with the level of output. Now, the variable cost, it depends upon the output. If your products are selling too much, means the amount of money or the amount of revenue generated will be high. If it is sold small, the revenue generated will be small. Varying directly means that the total variable cost will be totally dependent on the level of output. How much is the output, you will get that much amount. Either high product, high revenue, little product, little revenue. If output doubles, then the variable cost would double. Definitely, if your product is doubled, output is doubled, your cost will be also double. If your output is half, then your income or revenue will be also half. Example of variable costs are direct labor, raw materials and components, packaging costs. Direct labor, you are sometimes need more labor for the site, but with when the project in the start of the project you need more manpower. But as the project going on and when it is near to completion, then you are reducing the direct manpower, reducing the number of manpower, which will decrease the variable cost. Okay, and raw material and components, start of the project, or whether it is a construction project, in start of the project you will need too much material, too much raw items, components. But when the project will go near completion, then you will not need that much material and components, so the cost will reduce. In the start there will be high cost, in the end there will be small cost. So this is varying with the passage of time and with output. Packaging cost also the same. It is also example of variable cost. So therefore there are two types of cost we studied. There is fixed cost and variable cost. Now we will see diagrammatically or graphically, it will be more clear to you. This is the graphical representation of fixed and variable cost. This is the first fixed cost graphical representation. You will see the line is straight, totally straight. It doesn't depend upon the quantity, and the cost is the same. This is fixed cost. We will see about the variable cost. Look at the variable cost. It is varying with the passage of time and with the quantity also. Okay, from start it is at zero, but as we are going with the output increasing, it also increases. Here you can feel the difference that what is fixed cost and what is variable cost. Fixed cost is remains fixed and variable cost is varying with the passage of time or varying with the quantity of output. Now cost can be direct or indirect. These are the two types we studied, fixed and variable. But now the cost can be direct and indirect. Direct cost is similar to variable cost in that it compares the cost with the level of output. And however, direct cost is any cost which is directly related to the output level of a particular product or department. Direct cost is more appropriate for a firm that makes more than one type of product. Now, simple example, direct cost. You have one project to construct a mobile franchise. You have hired some manpower for them for that project and some material. Their team and their employees and those materials are totally assigned to that project. So this manpower, this material, it will be directly costed or impact the cost of this project. Therefore, this is called direct cost, which is directly extracted from that project and which is directly impacting that project. This is called direct cost. For example, assume a firm is producing both chairs and tables. The chairs produced use a certain type of wood, but the table use another type of wood. Then both types of wood would be direct cost because they are directly related to the level of output of a particular product, not to the level of output in general. Now, if you are producing chair and table and you are using different type of wood, but it will not affect the cost. So such cost, it is called fixed direct cost because chair and table are the output. But if you are using different woods, it doesn't mean that this will be another cost or it will be indirect cost. So the products we have chair and tables, which type of wood we have to be used, so it will come in direct cost to this project. Indirect cost is any cost which cannot be linked with the output of any particular or product or department. Indirect cost, we will simply present a simple example. Here we also have one example, but just a common life, consisting some common life examples. For example, you have a project and sometimes you need a consultant, not for all the time. So when that consultant will come for a 1 hour or 2 hours, that is indirect cost because that consultant is not 100% assigned or deployed for that project. He is coming just for 1 or 2 hours. This is indirect cost. It will not cost from this project because it will be cost from all the organization, other project. He is consultant. He is looking for more than one projects. Therefore, this is indirect costing. Example here we will present. The cost of powering machine will be related to the level of output but not to a particular product. This is the example of indirect cost. Now, there are inputs to cost estimation. When we are doing cost estimation for our projects, what we will be required. So let's discuss the input to cost estimation before we go into specific on the tools and techniques of the process itself. The following inputs are needed to estimate cost. First of all, what you will need the cost management plan. You must have cost management plan that how you have planned your cost, when we required what is required, and how it will be utilized. So these all things will become come in the project cost management plan. We will discuss cost management plan in detail, but here is just a brief overview. The scope baseline we must have, like what we have to do only that, not more, not less. Project schedule, definitely we need project schedule to know about our time and about our products when it is required, or material when it is required. Human resource management plan, definitely we will need what resources at what time we will need. Risk register we must have. Before starting of the project, we have to calculate all the risks. We have to identify all the risks and note down in a register, which is called risk register. And we have to assign some budget for these risks also, which are known to us. Therefore risk register is also required. Policies and historical records related to estimates. In your organization, if you have previously performed some projects of the same nature, you can go back to these projects and you can check the lessons learned over there, and you will come to know that what type of estimates they have used for such type of projects. Enterprise environmental factor, it is means the existing system of a company, existing culture of a company you have to adopt. So therefore enterprise environmental factor is also an input to the cost estimation, because you will know that what culture is going in this company for estimation of costing. So this was just you can say a brief introduction about cost estimation. We will study in detail the cost estimation in our next in next lectures and videos. Therefore, don't forget to subscribe our channel to get all the notifications, and be in touch to get more videos on this topic, and we get be benefited with such type of videos. Thank you so much.